Hello again, New Haven. I am Miss Megan, the teen librarian for the New Haven Free Public Library. I have another book talk, a book suggestion for you all to check out. Since it's Hispanic American Heritage Month and we are celebrating in style here at the New Haven Free Public Library virtually, I wanted to recommend a book. So I have here Laura Esquivel's Like Water for Chocolate. This is an old one. It's old. It's older than many of you teens who pop your heads into the teen center. I actually read this one in high school. That was a long time ago. A long time ago. All right, but I love this book. I really enjoyed reading it. It kind of opened my mind to new forms of literature. It falls into the vein of magical realism meets historical fiction-ish. There is a little bit of history in the book, but mostly it is the story of a beautiful young woman who happens to be the youngest daughter of a family. And in Mexican tradition, she will become the caretaker for her old mother once all of her sisters have married and moved out of the house. So Tita, the young woman in the story, the main character, she doesn't like this idea. She thinks it's terrible. At this time in Mexican history, there's a lot of changes, a lot of revolution happening, and Tita doesn't recognize this tradition, doesn't want this for her life, a life of being a spinster, pretty much. So Tita kind of explores herself through food and cooking, and she kind of explodes the kitchen. So she pours all of her emotions and thoughts and feelings into these incredible Mexican dishes. And so the book is actually written chronologically, month to month, and at the start of each month, so we have April, abril, we have a recipe for turkey mole with almonds and sesame seeds. I thought that was kind of excellent, seeing as how it's Thanksgiving coming up in a couple months here. So then you have the recipe on the opposite page and then a start of the chapter. It is a fabulous book. It is a love story. It's a magical realism historical fiction love story. So Tita actually falls in love with her neighbor, Pedro, and Pedro is wrapped into a marriage with Tita's older sister. That's a little awkward. So there's a lot of back and forth between the two of them. Will they ever get together? There's some ghosts who haunt poor Tita as she ages, but it's a beautiful folktale-ish story. Yeah, it's neat. I think you might enjoy it. You should definitely check it out. Again, celebrating Hispanic American Heritage Month. So I've got another book talk for you coming up, featuring another great, fantastic Hispanic Latinx author with some really good high fantasy, some true fantasy coming up. All right, well, I hope you all are staying well out there. I can't wait to see you all in the library at some point, but curbside is available for this book and many of others. So if you want to check out a book, you most certainly can. Just use your library card to do that. And if you don't have one, give us a call. Call us up. Email me. Let me know. I will find a way to get one in your hands. All right. Stay well, everyone.